we're talking about the top six. We also we look at Manchester City. They made a couple of signings. They brought in Lagina Lenders. They also brought in what is the name? Cheki. That is from Lyon. I think they signed another player again. Tinori, thank you. And a couple of other players that came in during the January transfer window, like somebody like Omar Mamouche. Do you think that these players they brought in, we watched them, they went to club workout with these players because they have the ideology of playing with them so that they will adapt to the pattern of play. But unfortunately, they were not that fantastic, but they played, then they crashed out against Al Hilal of Saudi Arabia. Do you think that what is Manchester City are ready to compete in this 2025-2026 Premier League season? They were the best team in the last 5 years in the Premier League. Last season they could not maintain their standard. Do you think that they are ready to compete this season?
There's the same issue Real Madrid have is what Man City is going to have. Why? Someone to dictate that midfield, like a very well competent player that can control the tempo of the game
with consistency.
His consistency is not available right now. De Bruyne has left. Rodri, you are not sure of injury. But people like Bernardo, they can't control the tempo of the game. Now, I don't know whether this Tijani Rajna is capable. I won't lie, I've not watched his game. Even at FIFA Club, I didn't watch the game. I didn't know how capable. I think in last preseason, he scored 2 goals. So I don't know how capable he is. Except if he can step up. And all this, you have to play with all this Mamouche, all those kind of stuff. Apart from that midfield, if there's nothing Guardiola do to correct that, we know the Guardiola, we know how he wants to play, he wants to dominate. If nothing in that midfield, this kind of the same player is not going to work out. But top 4 is sure for them.
It's alright, Dari. We watched Man City last season. They performed badly, later bounced back towards the ending of the season and made it to the top 4. I think they finished in the 3rd position. Do you think that come this season that Manchester City are going to be that big threat as they used to be? Do you think that they are going to be a big threat?
They don't sell Guardiola.
Guardiola is still there.
Yes, definitely will be a big threat.
Okay.
Man City with Guardiola, and he has the right player. That's what I said earlier. That okay, you need this player. Will this player adapt to your style of play? If you look at Guardiola, may all of now the draft for player, no consigner. Yeah, he knows true. The kind of player that he will adapt to his style of play, and those are the kind of player he normally goes for. Chelsea spend billions. I'm a Chelsea fan, but people are always complaining that Guardiola is spending big. You are spending big, but you are spending on the right player, and that is what differentiates Man City with the rest. The only thing that differentiates Man City with Arsenal, Chelsea is because they are spending their money on the right players. Arsenal are signing. I be sure they don't know they sign.
They sign.
Chelsea are signing. Sure they don't they sign.
Sure.
But as the player adapting, let me say we go sign 40 players. Only 5 or 6 go they useful. So Man City with him getting what he actually wants, they need a reform. De Bruyne is now getting old.
He has even left.
Yes, he's old.
He has gone. De Bruyne is gone to Napoli.
Gundogan, old man. Bernardo, all those ones don't old. So the main thing is you should know the right time to let go of players. Once you know the right time to rebuild, it affected them last season. So this season, forget Man City go they will cook. They will definitely cook.
Steve, talking about bringing in new players, we watched Guardiola. He signed Dogu. He signed what is the player that he bought from Aston Villa. Grealish. He signed Grealish. He signed Severo and a couple of other players. We didn't see these players adopt to that style of play because, like Dan said earlier, Guardiola is that type of player, that type of coach that has that ideology of one, he dominates. At that dominating you, he also press you. He dominates and press. That is his ideology of play. We watch those players, they didn't adapt. Do you think that these new players that he's bringing in is going to give him that style that we know Guardiola with?
The question is, are they going to perform? I don't think so, because you see the like of Doku He's a one season wonder. Since 2 seasons that he has already performed for them, that they won the league his first season. He does not play anything. The same thing with Jack Grealish. I think they are even looking forward to offload the guy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Everton are inquiring about him.
about the guy.
No,
So
you need to go to a big team like Arsenal or Man U. Why Everton?
Why Chelsea?
Why not
Why
Chelsea?
Chelsea, Gary?
So he needs, as in all those players that he signed, they are not genuine to his pattern that we know Guardiola for, because even Savio that he signed the last season, I think like Savio proved that he's a good player in just 5 or 6 match. After that match, we didn't see Savio again. So Tijani Rangers now, I don't know if that guy can perform, because and secondly, missing Rodri is a very big factor for Guardiola, because you don't have that kind of good midfielder that you can replace Rodri in their squad. This guy is there. This former Chelsea player, Kovacic, is a good player, but he cannot play up what Rodri is going to give you. And Godogan is out of it. I don't know why he signed Godogan back again. So, and their defensive line, they have not so addressed that defensive line enough, because Guardiola, he can spend billions on when it comes to defense. Him and Arteta, I've watched both of them. Every season, it's only this season that Guardiola have not spent on defense. Every season you have to spend big on defense. So so far so good. It's under prayer if all those players that he signed can gel to his pattern.
So we're talking about the big six now. So the last team remaining is Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham, they surprised everybody last season by winning the Europa League. And funny enough, after they won the Europa League, they sacked their coach, Ange Postecoglou. They sacked their coach and brought in Thomas Frank, who has been a very fantastic coach. He has done wonders since he brought Brentford from the Championship. He has kept them in that Premier League, and so far so good. He has really done his best when we watched him at the preseason. So talking about Tottenham, Dami, among you, do you think that Tottenham, they have signed the Son, which was their main player for years, has left to Los Angeles FC. Then they bought what is his name? Kudus. They bought Kudus from West Ham. They also bought who again did they sign?
Paulinho from
Paulinho,
Bayern
they signed Paulinho from Bayern Munich. And they also are making move for other players. They have also they also had made permanent his deal. They have made his deal permanent. Do you think that Tottenham is that team that will threaten other big six come next season?
I will say no, actually.
So you don't see them making it to the top 6 next season?
I don't see them unless they try to just correct some things before the season starts. Because number one, assuming they even sign this guy, Gibb White, what is it called? Maybe he would have even better.
Improve.
I watch all their preseason games. It's not working. One thing I discovered is because maybe changing of pattern, because Thomas Frank have to be some pattern in. And I think they shouldn't have, though they didn't perform very well, they shouldn't have sacked the coach to sack, actually. I believe they should have given him time, more resources. Because Tottenham board have issues, especially their owner, David Levy, what is it called? That man is a very of useless man. If he want you to deliver without even giving you what you want, it's kind of someone like, okay, I want Messi. You will be like, no, now Ronaldo, me I want. Now Ronaldo, you go sign. Not the Messi you want. The coach that say he wants this kind of player, he knows why he wants them. He knows his own pattern. He knows who can play and who can play. But that coach is player that will give him maybe Jesse, that will set Jesse for him. I will be surprised if Tottenham enter even top 6 next season.
So Steve, your London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, we saw them won the Europa League and they are currently going to play in the Premier League, in the Champions League. With the type of players they have brought in, do you think that they are that team that every other big team should be afraid of next season?
I'm just seeing them as obstacle to win, because when it comes to all these
only obstacle to win.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because when it comes to all these big players, big club, when Tottenham want to play this big club, they will be there. they will show okay,
So what they did with Man U last season.
we are there to fight for what they want to bring. But I'm not expecting them to go far. Maybe they should finish at maybe 7th position or 6th, because with what they are having presently, and Thomas Frank, with the kind of pattern that he's playing, we all know his pattern that he's not going to play good football. He's a very defensive-minded coach. So, and I don't think all these players that are Tottenham they are parading, are they going to play that kind of defensive part, because they have many attacking players in their squad. Unlike when you are coaching Brentford. Brentford, we all know that Brentford, when you want to play Brentford, they are going to soak the pressure, attack you on a counter attack. So I think that is what Thomas Frank is going to bring to Tottenham. But I don't see them going far with that kind of pattern.
Derek, Tottenham Hotspurs, they are also your London neighbors. You talked about rebuilding last time out, and if you look at Tottenham Hotspurs in the last, let's say 3-4 years, they have been rebuilding, considering the players that have left. Guardiola'S, their former goalkeeper, left. Harry Kane, their main man, who has been a very consistent player for them, left. Son has also left. Dele Alli too left. A lot of other players has also left that team, and currently they are rebuilding. Their coach also, who just won the league, had left. When we are talking about rebuilding, we look at it from this angle that Tottenham Hotspur has had great coaches like Conte came in and he left. All of them had one thing they complain about. Also, Mourinho came in, he left. Conte came in, he left. Then their new coach came in also. Their new coach, Ange Postecoglou, who won the Europa League, left. One thing they complain about is lack of depth in the team. I can remember when Conte said that lack of depth was in the team. But let's say when another coach came in, he still did it. But do you think that Tottenham Hotspur are they ready to be that team that will cause a threat are they ready to be the team that will compete for the Premier League next season? The English Premier League.
The one we are playing.
Yes.
Whatever Tottenham Hotspur decide to play, they will actually donate that 6 points to them. I don't know. Their power is very stupid like Manchester United.
Why did they say Nama you mentioned?
How many times they beat you last season?
And that one don't mean
That
that.
season is
That
up.
is corner.
Yes, even in my dream, if I catch Tottenham, now the only thing in London, everyone has this bogus thing that you find it difficult to beat. Chelsea now find it difficult to beat Arsenal. Yeah. But is it that Tottenham? Forget. Make the time like they you see the one like this. I was sitting out there. But judging from their performance last season, they only won that Europa League because Manchester United was unfortunate. You see, I keep repeating this word, unfortunate. If Manchester United is not unfortunate, Tottenham is supposed to be a walkover.
Of course.
That's supposed to be a walkover. But because Manchester United decided to be very.
Why will you say Tottenham should be a walkover?
Seriously.
As what?
Considering who Manchester United is in European football. In European football.
You are talking about past glory. That's past glory now.
I won't be surprised. Team will never win any Europa competition. They talk.
Doesn't make any
Even
sense.
team will not get will never win. They support Tottenham.
When you are saying
Even this past glory for the past 10 years, I don't win Europa competition. They never win.
What's the difference between Man U that finish in 15th position or remind me what position?
I finished 14 actually.
14 ahead.
Well, yeah.
And Tottenham finish at maybe 15, 16. What's the difference?
There's difference of one.
There's
16 and
16. What's the
16
difference?
and 14.
There's no difference now.
There's difference.
As they are plugging together,
No, Manchester United actually fought up last season. Tottenham is not that good.
Man U are not so good last season because I can remember in Premier League, Tottenham beat Man U in Old Trafford 3-0.
Home away from home.
Even where Capital One Cup. Capital One Cup.
That's last season. Let's see this season.
They still flog Man U. To tell you that both of them, I don't know the edge that Man U have, Tottenham have over Man U last season.
Last season, actually.
It's all right. Thank you. This is the end of today's episode.